quite surprising sometimes how even the dullest of dead seed heads can hide things of pure beauty and bright colour. And this seed head is doing exactly that. You perhaps tend not to think or even regard any UK spider as being particularly colourful. Your opinion on colourful spiders may well have been governed and biased by the large Eratogena males running across your living room carpet on an autumn. But there are some beautifully marked and beautifully coloured spiders in the UK, and autumn is a good time to look for a quite obvious species. Sometimes not particularly common, but where it does occur, it often occurs in quite large groups spread out over a decent sized area. And this is one such spider. This is Araneus marmoreus, a quite beautiful spider which takes on various guises, and this is one of the forms of Araneus marmoreus, and yet it's probably the commonest form of the spider that you will find. The strength of the yellow will vary on the specimen. I've found some incredibly bright yellow, real canary yellow specimens over the years, but the majority are a little bit more subdued, a more mustard colour you could say, but still beautifully marked. This one is tucked on this old seed head of an umbellifer here at Clipston Old Quarter quite openly. They do usually make some form of retreat. Not the largest of the orb-weavers, although some females can attain quite a decent size, but if you've seen Araneus diadomatus, the so-called garden cross spider in your garden, this is usually a little bit smaller than that. Autumn's a great time of year for all of the Araneus spiders that we have here in Nottinghamshire, and they're all well worth looking for. They're quite a feature of the autumn, and if you're walking around woodland such as this, keep an eye out for them because they are absolutely beautiful. This is the variety pyramidatus, the form of Araneus marmoreus, and it's an absolute stonker of a thing. Even though it's a spider, that's absolutely beautiful to look at. Unfortunately, where this specimen is sat, it's backlit by the sun, but you get an idea of what you're dealing with here. Beautiful canary yellow or yellowy mustard coloured upper side to the abdomen, and then you've got that dark folium edged with a slightly lighter yellow. Sides of the abdomen of this spider are a mottled combination of both colours. It's quite a fabulous thing, and as you can see, the legs are strongly annulated, and if you're not familiar with the term annulated, it means dark to light to dark to light, and that's the pattern along all 8 legs. But it's an absolute beauty. There is one particular form. It's a form that I've been looking for quite a few years now. Actually, it's a long time since Dilys and I found it, and it's one which I've described as having a paisley pattern. If you've got one of the recently published spider books, there's a good photo of it in there. I'm not saying good because it's a photo that Dilys and I took, but it's the only photo, funny enough, which comes up on the internet of that particular form. I've done a lot of internet searches, not found it, so whether people's actually found it a number of times before and just not uploaded it to the internet, I don't know. But I know that one was recently found in Kent, I think it was, and it caused quite a stir with few observers who went to look at it. And it is the most remarkable thing, and indeed it must be the rarest of forms of this particular spider. I've never seen one again, and I hope to. I look every autumn for it, and indeed that's one of the purposes of me walking around today. In the meantime, we'll have to make do with this little beauty. And here's something of a sideways view. Beautifully marked. And say the annulations on the legs are particularly striking in marmoreus. The main three species of Araneus that we have here in Nottinghamshire are, of course, Araneus diadermatus, Araneus marmoreus in this instance, and in grassland often the commonest species is Araneus quadratus, which is an absolute brute of a spider. Females are very large, considerably larger than this specimen here. All three absolutely beautifully marked. So this is a species that you can go and look for, mainly woodland, heathland, could turn up anywhere, but I've not known of this spider having occurred in gardens before. But you never know, different parts of the UK, this spider may well venture into gardens. But it's an absolute beauty.